it sounds really fun. So I think I might be interested in doing that, but I no promises to you guys. No promises. I promise you nothing, absolutely nothing, except the award show. I promise you that I'm going to do the NCS this year. But aside from that, nothing, nada, zip. I got nothing for you. Okay, so I really hope you guys stay with me here because we're gonna start on a low note. A day after the podcast was posted, some unfortunate things went down at a school in this country, and I don't know. I think I feel like it would have been. I feel like I needed to talk about it. Because some of you might not know about this, but unfortunately, there was a school shooting at Evergreen High School in Colorado. A gunman. I can't remember his name. He was some like neo-Nazi guy. Grabbed the revolver and he just started spamming. He struck two students. Both of them are in critical condition. I don't know. As of right now, I haven't seen any updates on if they're gonna be okay. But yeah, it's just rough, man. Because on one end, that's like not great, but it's also kind of fucked up because it happens. That's where we're at. That's where I'm at. Where like this has just been something that's like, just been like drilled into my like head for better part of a decade that like this just happens, and it never gets easier hearing about it. But I don't feel it anymore. I haven't for a long time, and I think that sucks. This isn't gonna do shit, but I do want to say that we need to change something. We really do. For what it's worth, I will say this. Some of you guys might not know about the. Some of you guys did know maybe about the school shooting, but that's not the biggest headline of that day. Um, I'm actually not going to bring it up. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to mention anything. I'll just say this. The title of martyr is. I don't think it's something that you earn anymore. I don't think if it ever was like that, it's given, and sometimes you don't deserve it, but it doesn't matter because it's given. Um, I think I think empathy is real. I think I think to anybody who lost their lives, I wish their family the best, regardless of about their character. And I could talk about character because I think there's people that I really don't like, and that I think are awful people that I just think are objectively evil. And I feel vindicated in saying that as a supporter of Palestine. As somebody who has been desensitized to gun violence in the United States. Also, as somebody who's an ally, and lastly, and most importantly, probably, as somebody who is the son of two immigrants, I don't think anybody deserves to perish for being an asshole. Definitely not being murdered, but I think to treat somebody like a hero, the old Connor Murphy treatment, this sucks, and I don't like it. but I can't do anything about that. So, you know, uh, to anybody who listens to this, just want you to know that it's a dangerous world out there, and I hope one day in the future we can make it safer, and a certain someone can look up at the change and say, "Hey, maybe I was wrong." I doubt it, but uh, yeah, not really sure how we move on from this. I guess I can keep it. I can keep it on the negative, but like less negative, more meme negative, because nothing's gonna be more negative than a child being shot. I almost died a few days ago, but like dead ass. Maybe not dead ass, but maybe dead ass. Twice actually. Yesterday and then on Friday. I'm not a good driver. I know how to drive. I think I have it down on a mechanical level, but on a technical level, I didn't read that manual. Sorry. Um, but I was driving at night. I came back from a play, which I'll talk about in a bit. But I wanted to get some Jack in the Box because I don't know if you guys have ever tried them, but the Jack in the Box spicy tenders are absolute gas. They're so good, and so I wanted to buy some because I have them right now. And I didn't know how to get to the Jack in the Box, so it just kind of like ended up on a random road, and my phone was gonna die, and then my brother's car like disconnected its Bluetooth from my phone, so I didn't have access to Google Maps, so I just kind of had to keep driving. And I ended up getting lost, and I drove up like this hill, and I didn't know there was like a dead end at the like hillside, so I almost just like drove off the hill and fucking crashed. And then when I think I was on my way here to Boise from home. I think for whatever it was actually Jan's fault technically. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Jan. By the way, Jan's here. She's always here, but I should always mention Jan. I she was in the passenger seat, and I think she was no offense, Jan. I don't mean to say this, but her weight might have activated the seat so they thought there was a person in there. And so the car was like, buckle up, buddy. And I started freaking out. And I said, oh, it's a backpack. So I tried moving the backpack. And I don't know why I didn't just try plopping it down like in front of the passenger seat. But I threw it in the back. And in trying to reach through the back, I started to turn. I started to turn out of my lane. I looked back and I was like coming this way. And I said, ah, and then I recorrected. Uh, and yeah, so I could have I could have died there. So that's a ratio. Um, I really shouldn't bring up the first segment throughout the rest of the episode. So that'll be the last mention I do of that because I don't want to give people the spotlight who don't deserve it, dead or alive. Yeah, so that happened. Oh, keeping on the negative. This fucking oh my god, this pissed me off so much, guys. WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia. Not this year. I think next year. WrestleMania 40. How many WrestleManias have there been? What are we on? 40. This one's going to be 43. I think WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. I'm not watching that shit. That's really all I can say about it. I think we could talk about the. I think we could discuss the Saudi Arabia WWE relationship maybe at a later time. But we're already 8 minutes in, and I think I already prepared. I prepared a few topics for the episode. Um, yeah. What do we got here? What do we got here? Yes. So that I hate that. We'll leave that story for another day, but I think holding WrestleMania in in Saudi Arabia. You can have your little Saudi shows, and that's fine because I just won't watch them. But I think putting the biggest show, a show that a pay per view that I maybe don't deeply care about, but like I'm a fan of, and putting it in a place where that raises of like ethical. I don't even want to say ambiguity of ethical like distrust, and also just typically traditionally a bad like product. We could go through the amount of Saudi Arabia shows that have been terrible. But like I said, I think I'm going to save that for another day, um, another episode. I think I think I think I can say that WWE is not currently in a good spot where I think the product is very good. And so the product not being good, them wanting to go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania, I just think it's a recipe for disaster. It's giving Ancelotti coaching the Brazilian team, which I actually think that's going somewhat okay right now. But yeah, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it at all. I actually hate it. I hate it, and I want to say I'm upset. You know, because it's quite simple. I don't like it. I won't watch. You know, and I think that's fine. I think WWE is fine with that. I mean, I am not alone. I think this is probably a couple thousand people that aren't going to be watching their product. But considering the fact that they get views in the millions, I don't know. It's weird to call thousands of people insignificant, but they're gonna do that, and I can't do anything about that. So best I can do is just give them the fuck you back and not watch it. So that's gonna be me a while from now. So yeah, fuck Saudi Arabia, fuck Saudi Arabia, but don't be Islamophobic about it. If somebody's from Saudi Arabia, don't say that they're an asshole because they're from Saudi Arabia. I just don't like the Saudi Arabian government, who is backing the show of WrestleMania. They're also hosting the World Cup, which once again, fuck that. But the Saudi government's the corrupt people. I think the citizens are probably chill people. You know, they like Roman Reigns. They like the different version of Roman Reigns. I think they still like Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns, although he does support Donald Trump, which I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I actually hate that, but whatever. I think I can at least say good for them. All right, I want to check the audio and make sure that I haven't just wasted these last 12 minutes sounding fucking fuck ass. So I'm gonna pause. We'll reconvene after these messages. So this weekend, or last Friday, I went to go watch a little play, by Boise Bard Players. My first ever Boise Bard Players show, which was kind of cool. I've been wanting to see something of theirs for a while. Chris Canfield, who's like their creative director, he's been to Boise State a couple times. I think he used to be an alumni, and he talks about like, hey, I'm trying to bring like Shakespeare to like the like audience because it's not many people like talk about Shakespeare, and Shakespeare is fucking Shakespeare. I mean I'm a theater nerd, but like Shakespeare is like kind of the uh like forefather of like uh writing in theater, so it definitely it definitely is like an important thing. I find it very very commendable and cool. But I went to go watch a show. It was at Indian Creek, just in like the little square. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Indian Creek, but they got like a little stage set up. I don't know what they use it for, and I don't know when it got there, but it just been there. I think they used to have like a little like trail there, and then they just like tore everything down that was like there. They just like flattened it out, and they made like the square. I'm just gonna call it the square because I don't know what to call it. But they they ended up or they did the show. It was Love's Labor's Lost, which which the reason I wanted to see it. Well, I wanted to watch it for a couple reasons. For starters, it was Love and Labor is Lost, which I actually didn't know yet, but that's a deep cut for that's just, on one reason. There's another reason it's a deep cut. I'll get into that in a bit. But I did in high school in my second year of theater, which is probably maybe one of the most influential years of my like development as somebody in theater. Um, yeah, what noise did I just make? We ended up reading Love Labor is Lost as like a show. We did like a Shakespeare unit as our first semester like final. Uh, that semester, like I said, was important. The biggest reason, or really the thing that makes it like such an important year, is that was when I ended up being classmates in theater with my friend Hunter and my friend Izzy, and we were the theater homies. We're still friends now, which is awesome. And we we did a scene, and like that year as a whole was just great because we became the bestest of buddies. Uh, but we read the show, and so I remembered like the plot for the most part, and I remembered like doing it with the boys. And so it was a nice little memory, and I was like, oh, I'll go see that, and I went to see it, and it was lovely. It was lovely. It was also a deep cut for another reason because it was an outdoor show. Like I said, it was in the square. I did a couple of shows outdoor in high school, um, and I know it's pretty difficult acting outdoors because you don't have the like. It's just different. It's just a whole different beast. Um, and so it was cool seeing them do that because I know what it's like trying to like act up there, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So they were a bit quiet at times, but it was a really funny show. They used a modernized text, which was great because it helped me understand what they were saying more. They were still speaking in like Shakespeare, like they weren't hitting the "doth mother know you weareth her drapes," but they were definitely speaking like with that like scholarly, you know, like tone, vocabulary. Even though it was still modernized. So that was great. I fucking loved that. That was some good shit. Highlight performances. Highlight moments. They implemented a bit of improv because I remember when we were doing our outdoor shows. Stevenson was like, yeah, like if something like happens because like we have this space. We were in the park. Like if something like happens, like if somebody throws a frisbee, like you can't like break character, like don't like break character, but like maybe break character, like acknowledge it. Don't like try and ignore it, like have some fun out there. And they did that quite a bit, which I thought was like not funny. I thought it was funny because this truck came and they were blasting like fucking like Brazilian like rap or something, and they started like mm 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 they started dancing along with it, and that happened a couple of times. Oh, then there was a train. There was a train that kept going, and they would turn around because they'd be like talking, and the train would be like meh, and then they just like look at the train. They look at the train and be like, "What the fuck is that?" And then it just start talking, and it was a really funny bit. Other highlight performances: Tris Berg. I think that's their name. Her name, his name. Shithehi's name. Very good performance. Very funny. They speak. I'm just gonna use they. They speak like a comedian. Like they sound like fucking Chester from Brawl Stars, or like a very jokey character. And I like their performance. They played a variety of characters, and they did all of them well. There's also this bit I didn't quite understand it, but one of the actresses was just eating a fruit by the foot. And I thought that was also really funny. I don't know why. They were also chugging an orange juice. And then there's this bald ass guy, and he was really bald. Okay, that's a bit rude to call him really bald. He was like definitely bald. Like you can't deny the fact that that man was bald. Like that was probably an all-time bald man. He also had a good performance. I liked his performance. But that's kind of the extent of the performances that I liked. Here and there. Um, but he did great. Uh, yeah, and also the I gotta give the Nick's Choice Awards shouts to really just one person, I believe. Lexi Johns was in the show. She uh, she got shortlisted last year. She was nominated last year for Best Actress, and then I think also she may or may not be nominated this year, but who am I to say? Um, so that was awesome. The cool singer performed. That's her first show since graduating. And yeah, it was nice seeing that seeing them have fun. It makes me miss theater even more. I know I'm kind of like talk about it a lot. There's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for me to get back on stage. I don't know if I'm gonna take it. Maybe I should, but maybe I shouldn't. I just I technically don't have a lot going on, but I should have a lot going on. I should be making moves, and I don't think theater is necessarily one of those moves. However, I I think it might be still might be possible. Just depends. They're doing a script reading of show. I think I brought it up earlier. It's called Speech and Debate. The plot makes no fucking sense. Like I think it's very nonsensical, and I don't know if I'm your guy for that. Because I can be nonsensical, but I really need to commit to it. And if I don't feel like comfortable to be fucking weird, I can't like be fucking weird. I can be down to earth. I can do that, but there's definitely a feeling out process, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like get past that. But yeah, they do like it's like a speech and debate club, and they put on like a musical version of The Crucible or something. I don't know. It sounds fucking stupid, but in sounding stupid, it sounds really fun. So I think I might be interested in doing that, but I no promises to you guys. No promises. I promise you nothing, absolutely nothing, except the award show. I promise you that I'm going to do the NCS this year. But aside from that, nothing, nada, zip. I got nothing for you. Um, uh, but yeah, I miss theater. I miss theater. It makes me sad knowing that I am gone. I do wonder, because I did say, I have said, like, I think if I walked away, nobody would care. So, really, if I walk away, it has to be up to me. Like, do I think I could walk away, like, peacefully, and not regret it? But I was thinking about it, and it's like, do people notice I'm gone? Do people, like, look around and say, yo, where the fuck is Nick? Like, what? Like, where do mans go? Yo, Ann, do you know where Nick is? No. Oh. What about you, Raquel? Do you know where Nick is? Have you seen Nick? I haven't seen him around here. Huh. I don't know. Like, where the fuck did he go? He just, like, disappeared. Like a fart in the wind. You know? I like to think they're doing that. But I have my doubts. But I also shouldn't doubt it. Because you know what? I think I'm somebody. And maybe I'm not, but it doesn't matter because I think I'm somebody. And that's what counts. Um, so yeah, that's my little bit on theater. I think we've been able to bring this episode back to something maybe a bit more positive. Um, yeah, I think the last episode didn't get a great view count. I don't recall it being ass, but it definitely was like it wasn't quite there. It wasn't quite there. I wonder, can I check? Could I possibly please check to look at my followed channels? Oh, I can do this. Hang on. Yeah, 2 views. 2 views on the last episode. 5 views on the one before that. But our last episode got botted as hell, so it's at 44. That makes me happy, but I think I really want the I'm hoping we can get going, but I don't know. I don't know how many people really care about me. Going back to that whole theater thing, like, do people really miss me? Do people really want to watch a podcast with me in it? I think maybe, but I don't think I apply myself with enough confidence. And I think in not feeling confident, I don't care what I do here because I know nobody's going to watch it. Once again, though, I don't know why I talk about the podcast's existence while doing the podcast, you know? Like, I can't be doing that. We got topics to tend to. All right? Like, we got to get moving. I'll give you some Valorant news. That'll probably be how we end this episode. Cuz Champions Gapiari happened today. Happened today. Started this week. The first matches were on Friday. We're on a break right now. Matches will continue tomorrow when this episode comes out. This episode will probably come out at 10 a.m. I tend to schedule it at 10 a.m. So you'll probably be seeing it at 10 a.m. So enjoy that. And if you're up in the morning, I've fucking cooked my sleeping schedule. Although I didn't really have one to begin with because I don't have anything to be doing. Uh, but I don't really got like much much going on, so I could just wake up and watch my Valorant, which has been a ton of fun. Some very good games. You know. But before I talk about that, I do wanna say another thing that happened last week that was pretty unfortunate, pretty tragic. Was that Fnatic's inactive initiator player Leo has announced that he is stepping away from Valorant for the foreseeable future. He was already out for the foreseeable future. Prior, he got a condition called long COVID, which basically means that he got COVID, and then even after recovering from COVID, his the effects of being sick have just stuck with him, and there's no cure. I don't believe. I think it just kind of goes away, and if it doesn't go away, there's not much you can do. So it got to a point where he just couldn't practice, much less play on the stage, and much less travel. So he ended up stepping away, and he was replaced by Crashies. He was replaced by a player named Hero, and then Crashies. And now it's been announced that maybe he'll be returning. I don't know if they announced that he's leaving Fnatic. They just said that he's stepping away from Valorant. So he might still be contracted with Fnatic, but I'm not entirely sure. There's other big news. 100 Thieves, an American team, announced they're going to a rebuild, which is really interesting to see because they just never really did a true rebuild before. We just see members come and go, but it looks like they're sweeping it up entirely. They're going to be keeping their initiator player EU, but the new Smokes player they brought in, Xander, he's presumably going to be leaving. Boostia, their IGL that they benched, is presumably going to be leaving. Kess, the guy that they replaced Boostia with, is going to be leaving presumably. Asuna, their longtime duelist initiator player, is going to be missing or leaving, and then surprisingly, Cryocells, their one of their best player by far, will also be departing the team. Seemingly, we'll see. We'll see if anybody ends up staying. But it looks like they're going to go into a rebuild. And Calm is available from Leviathan, who are also going to rebuild. They're getting a Latin American roster. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It's exciting. I think it's exciting. It's going to be an interesting 2026 season, but we are still in the 2025 season, of course, and we are in the not conclusion, but we are in the beginning of the end for the season with Valorant champions Gyapyari and it's uh, it's fucked, guys. It's not good. It is not good at all. My pickems have been absolutely ripped to shreds, spat on, shat on, thrown in the oven, cooked to crisps, cooked to ashes, and then shat on and spat on once more before being thrown in the garbage. It is not great. I got fucked on. I got fucked on horribly. Uh, just insert the clip of me saying like who I thought would win and being like, "Oh, here are my predictions." Yeah, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Paper Rex did beat XLG as I predicted, and Giant X beat Sentinels like I predicted. Um, and that's kind of where it goes downhill because Team Liquid lost to DRX, a fourth seed, mind you. Defending champions EDG lost to NRG, which was expected, but I don't like NRG, so I picked the EDG because I also kind of like EDG. They're like kind of cool. But I picked them to beat NRG, and they lost. So that's two down in that group. I got nothing right there. And then either Team Liquid or EDG are going to be getting eliminated, and I had them both moving on. So fuck me, I guess. Next, what happened? Team Heretics beat G2, another first seed. After quite funnily, they mocked the Sentinels. They mocked Sentinels for losing to an EMEA team just to lose to an EMEA team. So that's funny. And then T1 beat DRG, which I actually predicted. So that's good. That's good. There's one. I pulled one back. G2 losing was not expected. And I figured that's probably it, right? Like MIBR have been like kind of cheeks, you know. I love Osboss, but I don't think they get it done. I think the form that Billy is in is just gonna be too good, and I think they get the dub. And then fucking Billy get 2-0'd. They're duelists. They fucking ask him. They're like, "You're playing Osboss. What do you feel about it?" And he goes, I he fucking tries eating the mic. I got my slobber on that. I really hope nobody saw me do that. But he's doing that. He fucking bottom. Actually, don't know if he bottom fragged, but they lost. Um. And then Fnatic beat RRQ, which I did predict, but Billy being already on the brink of elimination is not good. All the Chinese teams got swept, which is a bit unfortunate for them. Especially concerning the fact that EDG won champions last year. Was that a fluke? It might have been. But I think only time will tell because China was 3 years behind in Valorant, and they were able to win a trophy in their like first official season as like a VCTCN. So that's impressive, but we're gonna have to wait to see how. If I mean, I have a hard time believing that they're all gonna get eliminated. Um, but it's not looking good, and I think that's kind of okay considering literally everything I just said. So I think if it's going to be interesting how they continue from here into the next season. You also have to consider that they have a lot of players who are not Chinese. Sorry, guys, Taiwan's a country, but they also deal with the fact that there are players who are from Russia, from like other countries. Uh, I think all the teams have like a Russian player or some other player. Like I think EDG was the only roster that was pure Chinese players. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I'm willing to bet in the elimination matches, Sentinels beat XLG. Um, yeah. Let me give you my final predictions for how these groups turn out. I think Sen beat XLG, and I had them going over Giant X, and I'm gonna hold on to that because I gotta back my boys, but I won't be shocked or dismayed if Giant X beat them, and I do have Paper X going out as or going forward as the first seed. And then EDG and Team Liquid, it's gonna be tough because if EDG step it up from their last game, they can definitely win. But that's assuming that the same Team Liquid that lost to DRX is who shows up, and like they played bad. Like Nats was fucking awful. But I think if they can get if they can like lock in, it's gonna be close. Um, I'm gonna say, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say EDG. I'm gonna say EDG beat beat Team Liquid. Uh, I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. They already beat them this season. I think they can do it again. And then I'm an NRG hater, so I'm gonna say they lose to DRX, and then EDG got their revenge in the decider. So I'm gonna say EDG and DRX move on, which is not at all what I had. And then I really don't know what's gonna happen. What's the next group? Oh, Team Heretics. Team Heretics T1. That's close. That's a close game. I don't know who will win that. I think that's 50-50. I'm going to have to leave that as I don't know. What happens in that group alongside with I mean, if they think G2 beat DRG, like, come on. If they lose, I'll cut my hair to whatever the fuck I feel like cutting it to, but I will in fact cut my hair. But that's only if DRG beat G2, which I don't think will happen. But surprises can happen, you know? So, yeah, and then I think we'll see what happens with G2 versus the winner of T1 Team Heretics, because who knows? Who knows, man? And then in the other group, MIBR is going to face Fnatic, which who if you had told somebody a year ago, fucking MIBR and Fnatic are going to go against each other at Champions. It's like, what the fuck are MIBR doing at Champions? What, did they sign Ospas or something? Yes, they did. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there, but it's going to be interesting. I say Fnatic beat them. It's fucking Fnatic. But it is Ospas, so you know, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna call Fnatic. And then Billy RRQ are the other two teams. That's gonna be tough because Billy got shamacked and RRQ also got walloped. So it's just gonna be who throws less. And then I think if Billy win, I feel like MIBR could probably beat them. I think any team, regardless, will lose to Fnatic if Fnatic somehow lose to MIBR. But I think Billy RRQ is a tough call. But I think Billy, I think they just lose to MIBR again. Not gonna lie, but I think RRQ could maybe beat MIBR. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna officially say Fnatic beat MIBR, and then you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm gonna say MIBR beat Fnatic, and then I don't care who wins between RRQ and Billy because they're just gonna lose to Fnatic, and Fnatic goes through the second seed. And then we get Fnatic Paper X in the upper bracket first round. That'd be insane, but who knows? What's this episode at? I was rambling about Valorant for a while. Yeah, we're at 39 minutes. Okay, we're gonna end this now because that's all the topics. We can talk about Saudi. If I can get a guest, I want to talk to them about WWE in Saudi Arabia, even if they don't care. I will just yap. I will yap about that to them, and they can feel my wrath. But that'll be it on this episode. I'm still a fraud. I'm still unemployed. I didn't mention where I was. I'm still obviously in the sound studio at Albertson's Library in thick Boise State campus. Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna post the photo of the tweet in post. You can look at that. I'm gonna leave you on that note. Um, Drew, you good, dog? And on that note, that will be the conclusion of this episode. Um, and if you made it this far, thank you. I'm sorry. You're welcome. And take care. Peace.